Hi, Nick Mullen here, and just coming back to you on Facebook Live. So today I want to talk to you a little bit about awareness and the shift that we need to make from in order to become more successful as business owners and entrepreneurs. So one of the things that happens when we turn our vocation into a business, g'day Nick, nice to see you, is that we work away in our vocation, we're on the tools, and we're doing all the things that we need to do to make an income, make a living, and all that sort of thing. And we start to see that there is another way to do things. So we might go into somebody else's business and we might see that they're sitting around with a fair bit of time on their hands. They can give you plenty of time and spend some quality time showing you around, and they seem to be relaxed and organized, right? And everybody's running around doing what they're supposed to be doing, and the place is organized. And so when that happens, basically we start to get a glimmer of what's possible for ourselves. So what I'm really talking about today is the shift from being unconscious and unaware to being conscious and aware. Okay, so we need to make a shift from unconscious unawareness to conscious awareness. Okay, so to climb into that a little bit more, when we are 5 years old or 6 years old or 8 years old, we might discover that we don't know how to drive a car. And we never think, before that point in time, we never think that one day we're going to need to learn how to drive a car. And once we realize that we don't know how to drive a car and it would be a good idea, we're actually making a shift from unconscious unawareness to conscious awareness. And then ultimately, after we've learned to drive a car, we become proficient and competent and proficient at it. And then ultimately, it becomes unconscious awareness. Okay, so we've made the full shift from unconscious unawareness to conscious awareness and then unconscious awareness. Okay, so we just know that we know how to drive a car, or we're good at it. Reason I'm talking about this is, as entrepreneurs, we get stuck in these little loops and basically inside our own identity, and structure doesn't set us free. And if we want to make the shift to becoming consciously aware that we can operate differently and therefore produce the results, we need to, first of all, understand that there is another way. Okay, and if I reverse engineer that, you can't get to the promised land where you can turn your business into an asset that feeds you and supports you unless you first of all become aware that it's possible. All right, so I'll give you some examples of things that we are unconsciously unaware of. That my cash flow is a roller coaster, and it doesn't need to be that way. So I didn't even know that my cash flow didn't have to be a roller coaster. Okay. Secondly, structure can carry the business. You don't have to be doing all of the activities that run the business in terms of operations. So you can actually leverage your knowledge and have the business grow and support you and become an asset. So these are things that people aren't necessarily consciously aware of. And when they do discover that, these new ways of operating, they look back and think, well, I wonder why I didn't do that 5 years ago, or 6 months ago, 10 years ago. Hello, Eva. All right. So latest book I've been reading is by one of my favorite authors, Robert Kiyosaki, Why A Students Work for C Students and B Students Work for the Government. So I think it's a great read, and if you want to learn and understand and develop some new neural pathways, I think it's a great read, and it'll certainly help you on your journey. And last of all, if you've turned your vocation into a business and you want to learn about what business character you are, or what business characteristics you have, and begin on your journey to becoming more aware and understand and have more clarity around where you are, and then therefore what you could start to do about it, follow the link below. That's it for now. Talk to you soon. Cheers.